the treats.
I'm still in makeup.
What color should I pick?
Are you ready, guys?
I got the lights.
Yo, testing.
In 3,
Places, everyone.
2,
Cameras rolling.
1.
Hello and welcome to another episode of the Island Kia Best Friends Pet Show. Around here, we know just how healing and wonderful a pet's love can be. Up next, we have a horse named Aslan, who has a healing touch himself.
He does some equine therapy, so he really likes that because he's with people for counseling and they just pet him and love him up.
Interacting with people might not have been something Aslan would have enjoyed when he first arrived at Generation Farm 6 years ago.
It wasn't until he came home that we really started to see the behaviors and how disconnected he was from people. He sort of just stood there with his eyes sort of half closed, and it was sort of like nobody was home. He just didn't have an interest in relating. And so we have some guesses about that he might have had some trauma or not being treated really well at some point. And so then he went through a period where he was sort of unpredictable, so he would get scared of things he shouldn't really be scared of, and he was kind of a bully, and he was a bit hard to lead and stuff like that. And it was all things that were behaviors that needed to be dealt with. But the way that we approached it was that he needed to build some trust in people and some confidence in himself. But all those misbehaviors were just information about how he was feeling. So he wasn't feeling good. He didn't feel respect for himself or for other people. He didn't feel confident. He didn't feel trust. And once he felt that, he felt a lot better. And I think a lot of times we look at what the horses are doing and people try to say, you know, that horse is being bad. We need to reprimand that horse or something like that. And I think a lot of the times what horses are trying to say is they need something. They need some kind of change to happen so they feel better. Now that he's come a long way in that, he seeks people out a lot more now. So a lot of people are drawn to working with him, and people want to ride him and do things with him because he's friendly, and people are like, he's so affectionate. For those of us who've known him for a long time, it's such a big change. So it's just really neat to watch him. Quite the hand there, mister.
That's right, Sophie. I think all Aslan needed was a little bit of understanding. Miss Behavior says dogs need communication too. In fact, I've heard that talking to your dog can even make them more smart.
I am of the opinion that there's no breed that's smarter than any other breed. I think all of them, they have levels of intelligence the same as human beings do. Some people have a lower IQ than others, but I find that the people that talk to their dogs, the people that really interact with their dogs,
Where's your ball, Barkley?
the dogs will learn so much faster. And you see the spark in their eye. You see that, what do you want me to do? Look.
You're such a good boy, Ed.
So keep talking to your pets, it makes a difference. I swear they understand the English language, they just don't seem to speak it. Unless, of course, you have a really unique and interesting pet, in which case you better get a hold of us here at the show. It's time now for our Pet of the Week.
Marlo is a lovely 5-year-old gray, short-haired female, and she's just a sweetheart. Aren't you, Marlo? Hi! Just a very loving and sweet cat. She likes to cuddle, and she likes to be close to you, so she'd be a perfect cat, even for family, I think, because she just doesn't have a mean bone in her body. She just wants to be close, and she wants to be loving you and be close to you. So come down and see Marlo and visit with all the cats at the SPCA and fall in love and bring one home to enjoy the summer with you.
Remember that there are always a lot of pets at a local shelter in your town, so please have your pet spayed or neutered and go out and adopt a pet or more from a local shelter. If you have any pet events coming up, or maybe a show idea or a unique pet that you want to see on the Island Kia Best Friends Pet Show, please give us a phone call or send us an email. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next week. Come on, Kenny. Good girl.